So, today's topic is about sacrificing ourselves. Is that a good thing? I've noticed plenty of times working with others, talking with others, in my life as well, that we love to sacrifice ourselves. We love to use others for this kind of excuse. Oh, I have to first take care of my spouse, my kids, my parents, my friends, whoever. Everyone needs our attention, our help. Everyone needs us. We like to be needed, isn't it? But the thing is, we're going sometimes to so extremes with this that, we are going to so extreme situations with this that we forget about ourselves. And from my experience, and like I say, from experience of people I talk with, I work with, this usually leads to burnout. When you constantly prioritize others, you at some point start to running on empty. Because no one's take care of you. And the thing is that I had to realize, I had to understand that if I don't take care of myself, most likely no one else will. If you will just sacrifice yourself for others, putting others first, at some point, you just run out of the fuel. And this actually leads to resentment, anger, and sometimes, in very rare, extreme situations, even to uncontrollable anger explosions, I would say, rage. So, what can you do now? What if putting yourself first isn't actually selfish, but is actually the best way to help others? What are your thoughts about this kind of question? If I tell you that when you start putting yourself first, it's not selfish, but it's the best way to help others. I have 2 kids. There's a question. I have 2 kids and I'm 46, 7 nearly. I'm not sure if that's important in this case, but yeah. The thing is, too many times I've sacrificed myself, sacrificed my happiness, my well-being, my plans, my dreams, my health as well. Because I had to provide, I had to take care of my kids, I had to take care of my spouse, so she will be happy, so my kids will be happy, so they will be taken care of. I have to help my friends because they struggle. How many of you can relate with this? The thing is, by doing this, you're neglecting yourself. You're neglecting your needs. And like I say, this builds resentment, this builds anger, all the issues you might have in any relation. In any relationship, all those issues are coming from this kind of approach to sacrifice yourself. And moreover, you will be exhausted despite doing the right thing, because that's what we were taught from our childhood. The right thing is to sacrifice yourself, to take care of others first, to put others first. How can you put others first if your needs are not met? How can you give someone something if you don't have anything? I know we are taught that this is a noble thing to do, this is the right thing to do, the good thing to do. No one actually told us that by doing this, we are damaging our mental health. We are damaging ourselves, our productivity as well. No one told us that taking care of ourselves equals actually with better productivity, with stronger relationships, with long-term happiness. And don't get me wrong, or rather understand me correctly. I'm not saying to neglect others. I'm not saying to say no to anyone, to stop helping others. Because me, myself, I love to help others. It's just the order needs to be different. First you. When you are taken care of, then others. Because you have full tank and you can easily share with others. When you start self-prioritizing, this allows you to serve others from the position of abundance, not scarcity, not being afraid that I don't have and I have to sacrifice myself. When you self-prioritize, you actually will not think that you have to sacrifice yourself. Because you will be in the position, you will be abundant. Oh, we have a lot of people joining. You'll be in the position that you have everything what you need. So there is no more sacrificing. Who actually likes to sacrifice anything? We all like to share. But do you like sacrifice? Your time? Your freedom? Your material things? And I know, from little child, we usually are taught that this is a natural thing, to put other first. Now we need to reframe this. Now we need to start thinking that you cannot pour from an empty cup. When you put yourself first, you will be able to show up as your best self for others. You might also think, yeah, okay, fine, nicely said. What if I feel guilty? I felt guilty plenty of times when I start to, especially at the beginning, when I start to putting myself first. The whole guilt comes from the belief that you are not good enough for others, that you are not doing enough for others. You are not deserving things. Well, when you start taking care of yourself, you find that you have more capacity to help others. So, question for you. You don't have to answer, you might just think about this. What will happen, or what might happen, if you put your health, your fitness level, yourself as first for a change? What might happen if you do this? How will your relationships improve if you show up as your best self, happy, satisfied? with full cup, so to say. Why is scary in the beginning? Good question, very good question. Think for a second. Why we are afraid of starting taking care of us? What we usually hear when we do something for us, isn't it that, oh, you're so selfish? How can you do this? We hear all these kind of questions, sentences that build up this kind of guilt. And from this, no one likes to feel guilty. So from this feeling, you're actually getting scared because you don't want to be guilty of being judged by others. So how can you do this? How can you practically overcome all of this? How can you practically start putting yourself first? I have 5 steps for you. Very easy steps. Start small, baby steps. Decide that you will take 1 hour a week just for yourself, just for doing anything that nourishes you. That might be exercising, going for a walk, hike, reading, journaling, watching a movie, taking a bath, anything. Just decide that you want to have 1 hour for yourself. Make that decision and take care of setting boundary. That's the second step, setting boundary so no one in this hour will disturb you. This is your time. The third step is to start incorporating, love that word, incorporating daily habits, where you take 5 to 10 minutes just for yourself, just to start small again, just to build this habit, just to build this momentum. And during these 5 minutes, you might come up with any activity that will help you. That might be stretch, that might be yoga, that might be Tabata, that might be healthy meal, or quick walk. Anything, again, anything that nourishes you. The fourth step, I think this one is the most nice for you. Celebrate. Whenever you take care of yourself, give yourself a pat on the shoulder, reinforce positive self-care actions with any type of celebrations that resonate with you, that you like. And the fifth one, the final one, get some support. Find someone who will be your accountability partner, that will encourage you to self-prioritize. So, try those steps for next 7 days. That's your homework. Try those steps for next 7 days and ask yourself questions every day. After you do this, after you incorporate that daily habit, after you do that 1 hour weekly, ask yourself, how do you feel with this? What self-care action did I do today? And how did I feel after it? Just be aware of those feelings, of those emotions. If those at the beginning might be scary, you might feel guilt, start to reframing them. That you are important. That this is important to take care of you, to show up as your best self for your family, for your kids, for your spouse, for your friends. Because that's how actually works. when you take care first of yourself, you will be in the position to take better care of others. So, remember, when you self-prioritize, it's for your better mental health, for stronger relationships, and for greater success. You can't give to anyone if you're running on empty. So, fill your tank first. And yes, at this point, we came up to end of this, I thought will be chat, or we had talk. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Hello, Emmy.
Yes, guys. Hello. Yes, guys. So the important thing about coming to Thursday's calls, as you know, it is also being vulnerable of sharing as well any resistance that you might have on your fitness journey. And a big part that we are covering today is that sometimes we believe that if we are doing overtime in our work, or if we are prioritizing our friends or our partners or our family members, it is the best decision that we are taking because we love them and we care about them, yeah? But here is the thing, you need to mind kind of like your phone, your iPhone. If you're not charging, for example, my phone needs charging right now. If I'm not topping up my battery here, how the hell am I going to use the other apps if I'm not charging my phone? So it's the same scenario. If you want to be successful, or if you want your friends, your loved ones, like your partner or your parents to see you successful and to be proud of you, how you can prioritizing them first before you, if you are the one that's supposed to be the person that is working on those dreams. They are not working for those dreams. You are working for your dreams and for your life. So it's very important. That's the reason
True.
Of why I'm starting texting every single of you after 9:30 in the morning. I wake up 5 in the morning, and from 5 in the morning until 9, I'm studying the things that I enjoy. I'm focusing on myself and doing yoga. I'm recharging my batteries for really long hours. If you imagine from 5 to 9, it is about 4 hours, but it is my recharging time. You don't need to recharge for 4 hours, of course, but you can start with 15 minutes. You can start with 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's enough.
Maybe we can just do a little bit of self-reflection right now and say, am I recharging my batteries before starting my day and before starting the hustle of working or starting watching the news or listening to the radio or going to social media? Am I filling up my cup? Yes or not? It is that self-reflection that you need to have, because just 10 minutes of you resetting yourself and say, okay, what do I need in order to water, this plant? This plant, when it's no water on it, it's down, it's not looking nice. But as soon as I put a little bit of water, oh, it goes up again. It's crazy. But we're still kind of like these kind of like human beings as well. All right. So that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. We need to be selfish in a position because we want to be the best version of ourselves for the people that we love the most.
Exactly. Yeah. Sean, I see you ask a question, or rather you state that we always feel this way. We know to spend time on ourselves, but we still miss the opportunity to give that time still. So ask yourself, who can give you this time? Is it someone outside that will give you this time?
That's a good question.
Just think about this, yeah.
That's the thing. Sometimes you need to ask yourself, because the power of asking yourself questions, I believe, opens up the opportunity to say, hold on, I've been on automatic mode here. I've been just doing whatever I feel like, but I haven't even asked myself. And I'm not expecting you to be perfect from tomorrow. It's same like, for example, even driving, right? In my case, I'm still learning driving. For example, Sean, you drive quite a lot. your skills of driving now is very good in comparison probably to mine. That I don't have even 100 kilometers on my belt. You might have 1,000 kilometers. You're very good at identifying many things around the motorway, right? It is the same thing. It's a muscle, but what is stopping you from having 5 minutes before starting your day? To sit down and ask yourself, how am I feeling? How is my energy levels? How is my body feeling today? What do I want? Am I happy with how life is going right now? Just little things like that is gonna put you in a position to say, okay, I'm important too. Saying like I'm putting time and hours on my job and seeing how my friends are and seeing how my partner and my family are. How about you?
It won't happen overnight, but yeah, it's really worth it. I was struggling with this for a long, long time. But like we said already, like Emir said, like I've give you those tips. Start small. Take that 5 minutes a day. Set these boundaries. This is my 5 minutes. No one can break this time. I'm just disconnecting from everyone, finding my quiet place, and doing whatever I need to recharge.
Mm-hmm. And just to wrap up as well, I was asking you about your age, Brad, and also if you got kids or not, because here as well, for example, Sarah has kids, Linda has kids, Royan as well, Sean or me, we don't have. Bindia, she has a little one. Tanya, I don't know if Tanya it is, if it's Francisco or if it's someone else. I don't recognize the name. But most of us, we might say, you know what, Rat sounds very good, but, I got kids. Or I'm not 20. I do have a lot of things going on in my life. I'm a busy person. But
Tell me about it. Tell me more.
how many hours or minutes do you dedicate yourself, Rat, before starting the day or during the day for yourself?
So my day starts around 4 o'clock, and for about 2-ish hours, I'm taking care of myself. Then during my break in work, I'm going to the gym or doing home workout, depends on the day. That's also my routine for recharging. And after work, before I start my business work, I'm going for like hour walk roughly. So that's kind of like my day. I said that I have 2 kids. My daughter is already adult and she's taking care of herself. My son is 13 or will be soon. And the only thing I can say, unfortunately, I'm not living with them anymore. I'm meeting them only on weekends. But yes, even during this time, I'm trying to be present with them, and I'm trying as well taking care of myself, not just them, because otherwise at some point I will be exhausted.
Exactly. Any other question, guys, before wrapping up? Because that's the main point of today is this. It's just asking yourself the simple question when it comes, am I giving myself the time that I need to recharge my batteries, even if it's before starting the day or during the day or after, work. But are you giving that time to yourself? Yes or not? That's the simple question. And if it's a no, what is stopping you to do that? And if it's a yes, are you happy with the time that you're giving yourself right now?
Yeah, that's very true.
Yes, guys. Yes, type yes if this call was helpful to you in some sort of way. I'm trying just to bring with Rap different points and topics that it can help you, but we will appreciate if you can just put a yes on the chat box if you can, just to make sure that it was helpful. So Sean is saying yes. Sarah as well is saying yes. And I appreciate as well Bindi and Linda as well being here. I know that you're still working, but you're here. Ryan as well, well known for being here. And Tanya, I don't know who is Tanya. I need to find out later who is Tanya.
You will.
But this is the thing, guys, okay? ¿Quién es? Francisco, right?
Sí, hello, it's me, hello.
Okay, perfect.
Sorry.
No worries.
You're
No
good.
worries. So that's perfect, okay? Remember, next Thursday will be myself. It's every 2 weeks, but now I'm gonna be covering 2 Thursday in advance because Rad has been covering as well Thursday before, just to have some variety. And remember, on the 29th of March next month, we're gonna have the nutritional masterclass workshop in Bristol. So if you can make it, that will be awesome. I will be sharing with you strategies to improve your nutrition and food prep. Will be with Peruvian food. If you can make it, that's awesome. If you cannot, that's also understandable, but it's an opportunity to you to level up and to be there. All right. So Sarah is saying yes. For example, Rat is in Ireland, so it's quite difficult. But I know that you did it once. But if you can, that would be brilliant.
I'm not sure because I told you I'm going for a holiday next week.
Oh,
That's
yes.
actually the another reason we've switched the calls. So I'll be back on 22nd, I think. I'm not sure. I can't promise anything for now.
No worries. But that's the thing, guys. So next Thursday, remember, every Thursday you're having here, you're starting off with that little step that we've been talking even today. Giving yourself some time. And at the moment you're giving yourself some time, even though you might say, Emil, you know, it's super crazy in my life right now. Since I wake up until I go to bed, it is just go. But if you ask the person next to you, we all are rushing. We all are rushing. But here is yourself right now, topping up and differentiating from them. And that's what we want.
Yeah.
Okay? So well done, guys. Thank you for being here again. And see you later. See? Vamos.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
Take care.